Hey, thank you for joining us for episode 17 of Fools Banter Radio. I'm your host, Brad. Joining me, as usual, are these fools again. I'm tired of introducing you guys. I only did it once last week.
He started doing it once.
Yeah, I tried doing it once. You guys didn't like your nicknames.
No, I said you're tired of doing it once.
Yeah. I'm tired of doing it once. Steve, what's your name? Introduce yourself.
Brad.
No. You are not. I don't believe you. Okay.
Steve's
all the way, the furthest away from me is the dude in the green shirt. What is your name, sir?
David. I started trying to come up with a really normal name.
Followed by
Keith.
I thought he was going to say David as well.
Joshua.
Oh man, he's getting adult on us. Joshua.
I'm pretty sure Josh is more adult.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So?
Yeah. Yep, that's why I
That's like Steve's way more adult than Steve.
It's better than what your nickname was when you were little.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Say your nickname.
No.
What was your nickname?
I'm good.
Come on, Keith, get it.
Goober.
Oh, there it is.
Goober.
Oh, yeah.
Does it bring a little tear to your eye?
You know what
it
a goober
brings
is?
a tiny fist straight to your nuts. That's
you know
what
straight to your
it
nuts.
You know what a goober
Yeah,
is?
straight to your nuts. Especially if your name's
You know what the
Jose.
definition of a goober is?
What?
It's a peanut.
It's a peanut.
Yeah.
Chocolate-covered peanut.
Just a little peanut.
It's a peanut.
Just a little peanut.
That ends up making you very sore if your name's Jose.
When I was
Keith, some of the random stuff you pop off with that has like no context. And we're like, what in the world are you talking about?
No, it's not even. It might have context for you,
Yes,
but it has no context for any of the other people listening.
Or even us most of the time.
Yeah.
Tell me you did not get beamed in the balls by Joshua before.
No, I did not. See? What are you talking about?
Nah.
Anyway, moving on.
So Keith's the one that's got beamed in the balls by me.
Yes.
He's traumatized.
Moving on.
Moving on from beaming people in
Keith,
the balls.
how you doing?
Groovy.
Groovy?
That's not what you say.
What? What is groovy?
Keith even said it in like a jazz accent.
Groovy. What is that from, Keith?
Well, does anybody remember the Evil Dead movies?
Did they say the word groovy in those
I've
movies?
watched so many zombie movies, I can't tell you what
Evil Dead is hardly a zombie movie, but
Is it okay.
It's
Pretty
a
sure.
Halloween
who
movie.
doesn't remember the Evil Dead movies?
Well,
Is that what that's from?
This is what a lot of people aren't going to remember.
Yeah, Ash says
the
it's
Evil Dead
movie.
game for the PlayStation 2.
It's not time for video games yet, Keith. We can talk about movies. What did you do this week?
Is that
Did I do this week? Did you watch
your game this week, Keith?
Yes, that is my
Okay,
game this
we will
week.
save it.
Yes.
So, since we're on you, what have you been up to, Keith?
I
obviously
am
not
up to
doing pretty
moving.
good.
You're up to moving. You're just you're up for it. You haven't.
I got
started moving yet,
I
you're
got
just
the
up
key
for it.
today. I got the key today.
Where are you moving?
Back
Going
to
Portland.
going into Sun Valley.
Oh, Keith, that's bad.
No, not where I'm moving. Not the part I'm moving
that's
into.
bad.
I'm not moving into the little trailer homes. No, I'm moving into a manufactured home.
Oh,
And it's in the back with-
that's bad.
So I'm cool with it because Keith's moving in with. I mean, it's Keith and then JJ and Kyle, and those are just two of Keith's friends. They're moving into a place in Sun Valley,
They're brothers.
And I'm super fine with it because they live just up the street from me now, pretty much.
Okay.
Like I could
Yeah,
ride
it's
my
not
It's gonna
bike.
take you guys longer to get here then, huh?
Not really.
No, because he's gonna pick you up anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
if anything, it'll be in just kind of like one straight shot now.
It might
Rather
be, yeah.
And I
it
get
might
more
be a
time,
little
video
bit
game
faster.
time before I go pick them up.
Yeah. Play more video game time.
Weren't
I
you
got
late
your-
one time?
I got-
You were playing. You were like doing a match in
Yeah,
Paragon.
but this will make it harder for me to
Yeah,
get with
Keith
you
was
late.
late. I had to play Paragon. I had to finish the match. I was early today because I forgot Josh doesn't get off until 4.
Yeah, this guy showed up at like 3:30.
I did.
All right, let's just jam out on some rock
3:30.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was cool. I got a little jam in.
That's what work does to my feet. Is
See.
it makes it hurt.
To make it hurt. What? That was so random. All right, Keith, too.
Yeah, what's going on? The direction is.
Oh, I forgot to say, if you're new to the show,
We're a bunch of morons.
We're a bunch of dumbasses.
But I think you've
No,
realized
we got
that
a
already.
good show planned for today. We like to start off by catching up, then move on to our games of the week, and then we play a little mini game. We're going back to one of our favorite mini games.
Going back to Philly.
Philly, yeah.
Back to Philly.
This mini game is called Philly.
Kind of, no.
At the end, you win a cheesesteak.
Dude, that sounds
damn, that
delicious.
sounds good.
Well,
Someone's
like,
getting fooled.
And also, this is our special Halloween episode.
So Halloween
Woo,
stories.
spooky. I think that's where
It's too
Keith
spooky.
picked his game from this week.
spooky, scary skeletons.
Anything else, Keith? What else you been doing other than moving?
Halloween.
Helping my friend get his damn car back together.
Keith, you are just too nice
He's
of
been
a guy.
fixing it, you know.
just
Mostly
always
driving him
help
around, but you
Mr.
know.
Fix Bob Keith the Builder. Can he fix it?
Maybe. Maybe.
He's groovy.
Oh man.
Nice.
God damn it.
All right, well, Steve, what have you been up to?
Not much until last night when I did a lot of drinking.
Ooh, damn,
a whole
Steve.
lot of drinking.
That's bad.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad. That'll
And to,
kill your liver.
To my dismay,
Detriment.
not my detriment. I just didn't want to. We ended up at the zombie crawl. I thought we were just gonna drink and hang out,
What?
but we ended up at the zombie crawl.
Yeah, here in Reno, people do stupid little
Crawls.
events where they crawl from bar to bar and put a theme on it. Any excuse to
Yeah.
drink.
It's funny because people really don't follow the theme very much when it's near Halloween. They just wear Halloween costumes. It's
Oh.
not zombie. It wasn't half more
There
zombie.
wasn't a
related.
zombie crawl.
I was like, hey, look, it's Beetlejuice.
They do like
That's not a
Santa
zombie.
crawl, zombie crawl, turkey crawl,
He's not.
leprechaun crawl.
Yeah, they
What
do
would
everything.
you even classify Beetlejuice as? Because, like,
Santa crawl.
That's
Isn't,
I already
isn't
said Santa
Beetlejuice
crawl.
like some sort of
Are
demon
you
or
fucking
something?
listening?
Beetlejuice
he's
is
undead.
Yeah, he's like a demon or something. He's not a zombie, I don't think. He had powers. Zombies don't have powers. Zombies have less
Beetlejuice.
power
I
than
think
humans. do.
Beetlejuice is like a pharaoh, like a mummy.
Yeah, something. Like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that's my theory.
Sure.
That'd be the closest one because it's like a super powered zombie.
Why are you guys
Yeah.
trying to classify
Because
it
I
as a thing
saw a
that we
lot
can,
of Beetlejuices last night
as a
when I was
thing
walking
that we
around
can
town drinking.
comprehend? We cannot comprehend what he really is. That was
No.
like the entire point of it.
Dogs are breaking in right
yeah,
now.
they're busting in. Yeah, we saw a pack, and I mean a pack. There was
pack
at
of
least,
nerds?
at least 10 Waldos walking around together.
A
We're
six
like,
pack
that,
of Beetlejuice.
That is
defeats-
not a zombie.
that defeats the purpose. Yeah, they were not zombies.
Did you find him?
Yeah, because you
we were
found a
talking
whole
to
bunch
Master
of
Chief
them.
for quite a while.
You were talking to Master
He was
Chief?
dancing in the bar.
Did he do the little dance
No,
thing?
he didn't do the little dance thing. But
Little dance.
yeah, it was Master Chief. Everybody. There was no rhyme or reason. There was a lot of zombies, but apparently zombie nowadays just means there's a little bit of blood coming off of your head.
Oh,
That's
damn.
what constitutes a zombie now.
Get out
So
of a
what-
car
if I
crash.
hit my
and
head
you're like,
really
I'm a
hard-
zombie.
If I hit my head really hard, I'm a zombie.
Yeah, that's all it was. Slightly torn up shirt. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. I don't like crawls. I don't know why I've
What
ended up
were
at
you
that too
drinking?
now.
What were you?
Oh, I had lots of stuff. I did a lot of shots of Jaeger before we left because that's my favorite. And then
Dude,
I also had a beer before I left. And then I don't remember what I drank. There was each bar in crawls that you go to, you pay like $5 for a cup, and then you go to each bar, and then like their super cheap drink special is like something specific to the bar. So I had like a pineapple vodka screwdriver in one of them.
What the
It was really good.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That actually sounds amazing.
There was
You
some
didn't
other stuff
invite
I don't
me?
remember.
You didn't invite Keith?
I didn't invite Keith. I was there with like 50 Mexicans, okay? Because I went.
It sounds like my
You
old
guys all
neighborhood.
drove in the tiniest car
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. In a
No.
single car. Carpool.
I went over to a friend's house. His little brother's going to basic training at the end of the month, so they're having a party for that. And there was like their entire family there. So there was at least like 50 Mexicans at the house, and then half of them went out drinking. And they all went in different cars, and we kept seeing them just around town as we're walking. We're like, oh, hey, look, they're supposed to be in our group, but we're all separate.
Hey, I know you guys.
Yeah, it was
Who
ridiculous.
are
somewhere.
you? I have
That's
no
crazy.
idea.
So yeah, I went to sleep at the normal time. I'm not hungover. It
Oh,
was,
nice.
It was a successful night of drinking.
Success.
Did you drink
What?
water?
A normal time for you
I
is
drink
4
water when I got
a.m.
home.
though, dude.
I also didn't eat anything till like 11 o'clock at night, and I didn't realize, and I was like, I'm really hungry, and I took like 2 drinks of that vodka screwdriver, and I'm like, this is getting me fucked up. I should eat something. So I stopped and ate some really greasy pizza.
Really, greasy pizza is like my life right now. It's like it.
Josh probably made it for you.
No, it was a pizza place inside of Circus Circus. You know the Circus Circus has a food court now?
Sure.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
What is Josh?
No, I didn't know that.
Josh is losing his mind.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
making my
they got a
head
cool
go
new
crazy.
bar
Flipping
that's
his
connected
hair.
to the arcade, and it's got a giant screen where you can play Atari games on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. That's one of the
Did
best
you-
bars I've seen in
Did you
town.
play Atari games?
No, we went back to play them, and it was closed.
Wah, wah.
Bunch of drunk guys going to play fucking Atari.
No, there was this old lady that was going ham
see-
on some Galaga. She was really good.
What?
Yeah, she's crazy good.
That's
Ridiculous.
wild.
I know why you don't let drunk people play video games. If somebody's gonna rage throw a controller or throw something, it's going to be the drunk guy.
You can't throw an arcade
What do you
cabinet.
mean not even? Drunk
You
people
don't-
are some of the most destructive people in the fucking world.
You guys are
I
crazy.
know a lot of
Everybody's
people
so
that are
chill.
chill as drunks get even more chill than they usually
I'm super
are.
chill when I'm drunk. I'm just like,
Fucking-
alright, just
You
take
guys are hanging
You
out
can't
with
throw
the
one
wrong
thing
people.
at the
Yeah.
arcade games. You can't throw the little guns for the zombie or the
We
alien.
were at the arcade. It was
With-
one arcade cabinet that was attached to a giant screen. It was just like the pillar with the little controller and then a giant screen.
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
Just
Break
throw
the
that
control.
whole thing.
Yeah, that's like it.
Anyway. I've been
Yeah.
doing some pretty interesting stuff.
I haven't.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Good input.
But since last week, you were talking about how you bought Final Fantasy VIII. So I started playing Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, jamming out on that.
I haven't been playing any Final
Dude,
Fantasy.
that game, basically that game, you want to keep your level as low as possible and just level your GFs, which are your summons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like barely over level 10, but I've already gotten like a ton of the stats and stuff that I need from the GFs. Like I right away got card mod from Quetzalcoatl and then get all the refines from them. So what the card mod does is instead of killing enemies, it turns them into a card and you get that card. And you don't get any experience from it, but your GFs do get experience. So you can keep your level super low and you'll level your GFs.
That makes sense.
And then you get all their refines, and then you take all these cards that you can just sit there and win from people over and over again, and then you can refine those with those skills into spells, stockpiles of spells. So I'm like, I can one-shot bosses. I'm not even done with the first disc. I can one-shot bosses at like level 10. Because the enemies actually scale with you.
Well, that's
So
why you
if
want
you
to keep your
equip
level
like
low.
some of the best spells and you keep your level low, you'll like one shot everything. Because like the hardest enemy in the game, not including bosses or whatever, hardest basic enemy is like a ruby dragon. At level 10, he has 5,000 health, which if you're fully stocked up, you can one shot. If he's level like 50, he has like 99,000 health.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that's the way to cheese that game. I sit there on the beach and just card enemies.
Chilling
I'm gonna
on the
need to
beach.
card you just so they can drink, stuff like that.
Speaking of
But
cards,
aside,
you
I've been
scan
sitting there
IDs?
playing it on my phone with my controller. I'll show it to you after this podcast. It's a pretty sweet setup. Playing emulators, but also I hooked up with Steve's family share on Steam. Was browsing his games. I noticed you had the Metro games on there,
You played some.
and I had never played the Metro games.
Pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah, so I
You
jumped
played
on.
something on there. Was it The Long Dark? Did you try that?
The
Uh,
long dark.
Yeah.
I
Long
started to
Dark- what?
download it. I didn't actually play it. I canceled it.
Oh, really? 'Cause
Yeah.
I got cards for it suddenly in my Steam
The
wallet.
Oh, that's
long dark. That's funny.
Yeah,
it
it's
sounds like
because
the lawn dart.
It's pretty good. It's just a survival game in like the way North Canada, where like way the hell up there, like Alaska.
Like
Where
where?
I started
The
downloading
nights
it because
are months long, hence the long dark.
Okay.
I started downloading it because I thought it was some other game. Wait, you have the game The Dead Linger?
The game sucks.
That's the one I started downloading because I thought it was something else, and then I
Did you just say that game sucks?
Yeah, the Dead Linger.
But
It's worse. I paid like $10 for it. It wasn't even worth $1.
But yeah, I downloaded Metro 2033,
Do I have the Reduxes on there or just the old ones?
Yeah, it will. You have... No, they're the old ones. They're not the Redux.
Oh, lamos. The
But,
Reduxes look good.
But even Metro 2033, that game still looks freaking good.
Dude, those games are scary. The
Yeah.
start of Last Light terrified the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I was
that
like
game-
screaming, like, ah!
I'm like, I enjoy myself a good first-person shooter, and it's action-packed, but I didn't expect it to be kind of like jump-scary a little bit, too.
Really?
Yeah, Metro 2033.
Sounds to me like I just need to hook myself up on your fucking family share.
I got a lot of games on there.
Exactly.
I got like 200 games.
Like,
Damn, man. Like, it still looks good. The game is like 7 years old?
well, I don't know.
I think it was
I don't think I
2000
ever beat 2033. I only beat Last Light.
But yeah, however old the game is, if you didn't know, the Metro games were used for like benchmark tests for a long time.
really?
Yeah,
like
because
the
they look
best,
so good,
the
yeah.
best graphic
Yeah.
games and shit. Like Doom.
So yeah, I mean, I run it on Ultra on my Alienware laptop, and it looks damn good, 1080p.
Ooh, he's so fancy.
Oh damn, it looks good.
Fancy laptop.
They're pretty fun.
Fancy
I'm
laptop.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I also did a fresh install on my computer, fresh Windows install.
Yeah.
So I cleaned everything out, combined my hard drives in a RAID setup. Lost a little space, but now they're faster. That was me. What about you, Josh? You said not a damn thing.
I've just been working a lot.
Play any video games at all?
Um,
You said you were going to be trying to play some Paper Mario.
yeah, I got to like the 3rd star and got the 3rd star, and then I just kind of like stopped for a little while.
I don't see.
Because, like, for me, so my point of playing Paper Mario at that point in time was, like, I just wanted a game that had a lot of build-up towards the end of the game. Like, that's kind of what I wanted, was a story and a build-up. And I experienced it, and now I'm just kind of, like, trailing away from it and going back to what I was
Dude,
wanting to play.
I think you should look for that in some new games, not ones
Yeah.
that you've already played.
That's what I was
There's
thinking.
a lot of games that I can recommend with that.
I have a lot of problem with going back to play games.
Clean my
now.
game of the week.
Like,
Yeah.
I like getting achievements.
Uh-huh.
Like, my gamer score is not super high, but like recently I've been going crazy. Like I've already got it's like halfway through the month, and I've got like 3,000 gamer score or something just this month, which is pretty good. They have a leaderboard on the Xbox so you can compare to your friends. I'm above everybody by like double.
I have a problem going back playing games too, except for like Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, there's some games I've lost my achievements on, like old Xbox games, like the Orange Box. I lost all the achievements, and like the first 2 BioShocks. It's like I want to go back and play them, but as soon as I start, I just get so bored. I'm like, I already know everything that's going on. Like even though I know I love this
I tried
game,
to play the BioShock remastered. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man,
I
I've
got
already
halfway
done all
through
this.
number 1 on the
I didn't even
remastered,
get that
and I was
far,
like,
man.
I can't do it. I know
Good
everything.
It's a good game,
great
but
games.
See, and like that kind of annoys me at the same time in a lot of ways, actually. Like, I wish that I can go back and play these games again because I remember how much I enjoyed it when I did play
I know.
it.
Here's the thing: is with those games. I mean, I've figured it out, and I've heard other people say it before. With games like that, what you really truly want is
to
the
erase your
ability
memory.
to forget the game.
Yeah. Forget the
And
game
go
and
back
play
and play it again
Yeah,
for the first
that's
time.
true.
Because it's never the same once you've already played it. You know what's happening. You know the story. Even if you feel like you're really good at that game and you want to go play it again because you know all the shit, most of the time it's never the same as the first time you play it. That's excluding obviously just competitive multiplayer games.
Well,
Yeah.
but even with that, like, I usually play games the best the first time that I play it.
Yeah.
Like, after I start to play it, I get better in, like, ways that are playing the game, but it's not, like, me anymore. It's just my knowledge of the game.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You're saying you improve the most the first time you play it.
Yeah, like... when
Whereas the second
first-
time you play it, you might improve a little bit, but it's nothing like that curve
Yeah.
that you
Well,
from the beginning
I think
to the end.
I
of the
think I
first
play
playthrough.
better. I think I usually play the best when I first get it and play the game. Like, when I'm first learning about the shit, I play the best. That's where my mind
Maybe you
clicks the
focus
best.
more on it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's exactly what it is, honestly.
Yeah, we're talking about not being able to go back and play games, but I'm planning on taking some of these beat up laptops I have and making an emulator machine out of them. There's a shit ton of games.
Just put a shit ton of emulators on it?
Yeah, well, there's several programs I can use that are just, standalone, like, OS that will just run emulators and games, and you have, like, an interface like a PS4 or something like that. You just browse your games on there.
That's
so
cool.
I'm going to repurpose one of these laptops I have.
I'd like to see that. I want to get into knowing the OS, like, how... Because there has to be more than what I can actually see. There's a lot more than what I can actually see in the actual computer world. I just haven't actually looked into it yet.
Steam has its own OS.
It does.
Hey, that's what little Steam machines are.
The Steam machine.
The big picture right there. Huh, Steve?
Big picture mode?
Yeah.
Big picture mode sucks.
It's pretty fun to turn on and browse sometimes. I have my Steam Link, and that just runs off of that.
I don't like it. It just seems so weird to me. I like Steam's like normal.
My Steam Link's
the normal Steam app
in the cupboard somewhere. I haven't used it, but
what about that Steam
But at
controller?
least you have one, right?
At least I have one if I ever need to.
Yeah.
What does the Steam Link do? Doesn't it just cast the?
Yeah, your
computer to
computer
something
will stream it to the Steam Link. You can play it on TV.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
just plug your computer into a TV.
Right?
It's not the same. You don't. A lot of the times when you plug like a laptop or something like that or computer into a TV, there's huge latency because the TVs.
But this one you're sending
TVs
over.
as monitors most of the time. Yeah.
But you're sending it
like,
over
on the
more.
TV you
That's
have.
what I've been doing, and I have like a pretty shitty TV that I got from Keith, and it like...
You have like a little 32-inch or something like that?
Yeah.
Or even smaller? Those aren't as bad, but when you get up to like bigger TVs, like my 4K TV, there's a notable latency if I just plug my laptop in with HDMI.
Because like that's how it is for me on the TV that I use my computer on for like Super Smash Brothers. It has really bad like input lag and shit like that, but not with my computer. My computer is perfect.
Yeah, monitors have much better reaction time.
Interesting.
Like 2 milliseconds. Yes. But anyway, we're all good. We can move on to our game of the week. Josh, why don't you hit us off with your game of the week?
Oh shit. So the game that I picked is a game that I haven't played in a little while, but like they just expanded on it, so I'm gonna have to go play it again. And that game is Shovel Knight.
What? That RPG?
Yeah, Shovel Knight is awesome. Like,
I don't know. It just seems so.
Have you ever played
childish.
Have you ever
Shovel
played
Knight.
it?
I do not think I have. I don't know. No, I have not.
That's why you think
I played
it's childish.
Spiral Knights. What is that?
What the
That's like a little
fuck is
MMO
Spiral
game.
Knights? I have
Little
no
MMO
idea
game.
what that is.
Is that what that is, Steve?
I think so.
Yeah, Spiral Knights.
But like,
anyway, Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight, it's just a
little-
platform fucking enemy fighting. Just
Is it?
It's a
What
platformer.
is it? Is it like a 2D
It's-
platformer?
Yeah, it's like a
that's
little
literally what it
side-scrolling
is. It's a
platformer.
2D platformer. Yeah, that just scrolls like it gives you a set fucking screen, and then you have to like get through this. It's kind of like Mega Man in a way. Like that's the same kind of format it has, except it's just Shovel Knight instead.
Okay, so is there any like character progression stuff like
So,
Equipment.
like you can buy equipment with the money that you get throughout the game, but all the equipment really does is it's like it changes the color of your armor,
So
and
it's
then
cosmetic.
as you change the color of your armor, it gives you like a specific power towards
that? Oh,
that.
like Mega Man?
Yeah, like Mega Man.
Exactly.
That
It
was- he
is.
was-
It's literally
It's like
like
Mega Man.
straight up Mega Man.
So why not just play Mega Man?
Oh, I do play Mega Man.
Oh,
love
I
Mega
do
Man.
play Mega Man.
Did you see they added a bunch of the old Mega Mans in one pack?
Yeah, the
on
Legacy Collection.
Yeah, the Legacy Collection. On the Xbox.
Oh, snap.
But
Oh, speaking of a collection, sorry.
you're all good.
I turned on the rare replay the other day just to play some
Conker's
Bad
Bad
for a Day.
Day.
I played like 20 minutes of it. Oh my god, this is funny. But yeah. Anyway,
And
is it multiplayer stuff like that?
it is on the Nintendo consoles,
What? But not on other consoles.
but not on other consoles.
That's like the opposite of what usually is the norm.
It's interesting. I really like it, and like, I mean, not necessarily the fact that it's not multiplayer on that and only multiplayer on Nintendo. That's just a perk for me because I play Nintendo consoles. But, like, one thing that I really like about Shovel Knight is it was really different. Like, every single level was different. It had completely different enemies that you had to fight, and you'd get your equipment, like, you'd find them in these, like, merchant chests, and then the merchant would pop out and he'd be like, hey, I have this really cool thing that you should buy.
What are you buying?
Pretty much. And then
Can you
you're
name
like,
that game? What's
sure,
that game?
I'll buy this. And then it's just like a little fucking green orb that you just throw and it bounces and kills everything that it hits. Or
Nice.
like a rapier that when you use it, it fucking
A what?
makes you dash across the
A what?
screen.
A what?
A rapier?
A rapier?
Rapier.
It's. I
He's
believe
just
it's
messing
like,
with you.
Yeah, but it's like a French word, isn't it? Isn't it? The A.
I ain't no Frenchman.
The A makes an.
I was
Do I
calling it
look
a
like a
raper.
stinky
I
Frenchman
called it
to
a
you?
raper when I first saw it.
Here.
I
Um,
believe it's French.
I'm gonna stay away from that one, Josh.
You guys know
you
what
can
that-
take all the flack for this.
Well, you guys know what
thing.
game that's from?
I know what
What are you
game it is.
buying?
yeah, what are you buying? That's Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
You're supposed to have
snap.
Keith guess.
Keith, what is that game?
Do you
You
know?
just said it.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you hear me? But yeah, like, your character just gets equipment throughout the levels and goes through all these levels.
So is it sort of like
Fights are all-
Castle Crashers? You ever play that game?
Yeah, I have played
it's-
Castle Crashers.
It's definitely closer to Mega Man.
yeah,
yeah.
it's
Mega Man.
like
Castle
Mega
Crashers
Man is like
Legit.
dead exactly what this game is. It's Mega Man and Shovel Knight. They're almost exactly the same fucking thing.
You ever played Magica?
No.
You haven't played
Magic's more like Castle Crashers.
Yeah, Magica is pretty cool.
Okay.
I'll have to show it to you. But
That's pretty
anyway.
dope.
But like another thing with this game is they put alternate storylines onto the game to where you're not like you play through the Shovel Knight storyline, ta-da, you beat Shovel Knight. And then you play through the storyline of one of the bosses that you fight in the game. And the first one that they did was kind of like a witch doctor in a sense, an alchemist is what he was, and he would like throw potions as his fucking abilities, and it was really weird, like trying to go through this game without getting the equipment that you usually get throughout the game, and playing through the same exact levels that you would play as a Shovel Knight, just not as Shovel Knight, not with the same abilities, not with the same anything.
It just like threw a freaking wrench,
Yeah,
wrench
threw
into
a
your
fucking
hole.
wrench into the damn entire machine and made it go in a completely different direction. That was the same thing over again. And then they did it for like 3 different characters, I think it is.
I don't know. I didn't know it had any of that. I just
Yeah,
knew Shovel-
it's
I just knew
really
Shovel
cool.
Knight where
I
you
might
got
have
all
to
the
check
Mega
it
Man
out.
powers.
What consoles is available?
Like
It's on
everything.
every console.
Everything.
It's on computer.
I've heard it
it's
talked
on
about.
Xbox.
I always just thought it was.
It's really
yeah. I don't know.
it was really popular.
It's a
Really high
really
rating.
good game.
People love that shit.
Yeah.
I played it on my freaking 3DS. I'd play it like while I'm in the car and shit. Just
While you're driving, you're just like,
no, not while I'm driving.
Is it on 3DS really?
Yeah.
That's how I played it.
I
That's
have
how Brandon
3DS.
played it.
They even have a Shovel Knight amiibo from Nintendo.
What?
Yeah, they even made Shovel Knight amiibos.
dude, you keep talking about all this Nintendo stuff, and it just reminds me I've been watching because S2DQ Summer Games Done Quick. I
Yeah.
completely had forgotten about it this year, and I missed all the good stuff like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that, where they use like specific amiibos to get faster horses and stuff, and they're
Yeah.
allowed to do that in speedruns now. Like that amiibo system seems like it could be really game breaking. And then at the same time, I was watching. They have a section now that it's bots running games as fast as possible.
Uh-huh.
And it's like completely broken. Like it was like the first Mega Man.
Yeah,
and it
like
was
the
literally
TAS.
Yeah, it was literally just like pixelated nothingness. You could not tell what was going on, but the game was still running and the bots was still destroying the game in like
What the
4
hell?
minutes.
They
entire
keep
game.
on doing that with like Pokemon. Like people
Yeah.
keep on speedrunning Pokemon with a TAS bot, and like
And like it's crazy just destroying stuff, and like the bot is so, and it's weird because they have to program it. Like they go through and they actually do the stuff and then save it, and then the bot does it afterwards.
robots are just taking all our jobs, including speed running video games.
yeah,
I don't like them nearly as much
But
as like actual speedruns.
but this
is the
It's
thing,
not as
this-
interesting.
The speedruns also literally break down the game and make it so He's like, you can't run the game.
That's the point of a fucking speedrun, is to break the game.
Yeah, that's
I love speedruns. I love watching them.
Those are any percentage speedruns.
Yeah, like, that's my favorite.
Parts of breaking.
That is my favorite thing about beating a video game, is being able to go look up speedruns after I beat it.
Yeah,
that is like my favorite.
We can't run the game that quickly.
I think the first time I saw a speedrun was the Ocarina of Time, where dude's like jumping backwards and he jumps into the pool while it's smacking the ground with the Deku stick at the same time, sinks to the bottom.
Yeah,
I was like, that's crazy.
Dude, there's somebody who streams on Twitch. He actually view bots. Calling him out. The guy view bots on Twitch, but he's got like world record in Ocarina of Time, and he just does runs of it nonstop on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, some of the stuff he does. And like, he'll be like an hour and a half into his run, and he'll miss one trick, and he just
be like, well, I guess I gotta fucking stop now.
And you're like, what? That's so much work. Like, that's like ridiculous.
He's got nothing but time, dude.
Apparently.
Speedrunners got nothing but time. They go fast, but they got nothing but time.
Which is ironic as all hell.
Yeah, I love watching glitch runs and stuff where they just absolutely destroy a game. And they're like, oh yeah, we just, go outside of the level here, and we just beat the last boss. Like, okay.
I love watching that shit with like sandbox games, like sandbox levels.
Dude, yeah, I watched Breath of the Wild speedrun. It was like 50 minutes to like actually like from start to finish to actually beat it.
Fucking Breath of the Wild was ridiculous. Like fucking smacking the rock while it's stasis and then jumping on the rock and flying. That's ridiculous.
They do that like 3 times in the speedrun
to get through the castle. That is so hard to do. Yeah. I have tried to do that. That is hard as fuck to do.
They do it like perfectly.
Yeah, in like the first try. Fucking assholes.
What about your game,
My game's actually kind of close by the description of Shovel Knight. It's kind of close to Shovel Knight. It's just like a little game. It's not 2D. It's like a little top-down roguelike looking thingy. It is The Binding of Isaac.
I'd say it's more like the original Zelda.
It's a roguelike.
Yeah, it's a roguelike. Just a roguelike. You just run around and you collect random loot and gives you different powers.
That game is hugely popular. In fact, the lead developer of Path of Exile, his all-time favorite game, aside from Diablo 2, is The Binding of Isaac. I'm like, what the hell?
That game is so good.
He thinks the best designed game is The Binding of Isaac.
There is like 500 items that you can combo with any other item, and it does different effects, and it changes your attack and stuff like that. There's stuff that changes it to where you have like melee attacks and stuff like that, or make it so you have like controlled lasers and stuff for your attacks. But the game is like really dark. Like the setting's really dark. Like half the items are
like dead babies. And
yeah, like one of the best items in the game is called Dr. Fetus, and your attack becomes you throwing bombs. And like it's all of it is about like just dead babies and stuff like that. It's really dark. And the art style is really weird, but it's so fun and it's so addicting once you get good at it. There's different game modes, one where you just go through waves and then you have to put money into a machine at the end.
That game is one of the games that I was thinking about buying instead of Final Fantasy VIII for the fucking Steam thing.
If you would have said that, I would have definitely told you to buy it.
Hell no, you gotta go through Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, there's like 500 items. I only have like 350 unlocked. Like you start out with like 300 of them. And it's just like these weird combos, and there's like different things that are just like give you little effects. Like you pick up a trinket that it's just like the only way to take it off is to get a different trinket, but it's like a rusted key, so you have a higher chance of finding keys, and you need keys to unlock like the shop doors and the item doors and stuff like that. And like every boss will always give you an item once you beat it. There's like super secret things, like if you beat a specific like midway boss within 20 minutes, it opens up a thing called Boss Rush, where you fight every other boss in the game, like in a row, like one after another.
Shovel Knight did that.
Yeah, it's like just a bunch of crazy stuff, and I'm still unlocking stuff. I've had that game for like 2 years, and there's like whole sections of the game that I didn't even know existed that I'm finally unlocking. I'm like the other day I was just going through, and there's like I unlocked an entire new lair after like one of the last bosses that I was able to fight, and I had killed it like 10 times and never unlocked the next layer, and I finally unlocked the next layer. I'm like, sweet, and I go in there and die instantly, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta play this game for another 100 million hours to get through that area. It's crazy. You get the crazy combinations, super overpowered. There's certain little tricks that you can learn to, like, there's a thing that like duplicates a card, because there's like tarot cards, and like a deck of cards that do different effects, but there's an item that you can keep using that duplicates the effect of the card, and you can get one that doubles your money, and you can in a certain mode where you can continuously buy stuff from the shop. You can keep doubling your money and then buying stuff and then buying a thing that recharges your usable item to keep doubling it so you have infinite money.
What the fuck?
And you can buy every item in the game and be super overpowered and then beat that game mode real quick. Just a lot of tricks like that. And they're all intended too. Nothing is like actually
game breaking.
Yeah, no glitches or anything. Yeah, people just do runs of that over and over again. They try to get their score because there's like a win streak thing on the main menu. I'm at like -30 right now. The worst I've ever had is like -300. The best I've ever had is like +5, and that's it. The game's really hard. Like, I've never even played hard mode. There's like when you get like halfway through the floors, because it's like each one's a floor, and it gets harder. Every floor gets harder. Once you get halfway through, everything starts doing double damage. So like a full heart instead of half a heart. And hard mode, everything automatically does full damage, like an entire heart. Plus all the items you get are way worse. It's ridiculous. That game is so addicting. I've never just been like, I'm going to go home and I'm just going to do a run. I'm probably going to lose. I'm just like
hyped and still wanting to do it.
Still want to do it. And like I'll lose and I'll be like, yes, let's do another one.
I played the game for like 10 minutes and I don't get the appeal.
You just got to get into it. You got to get good. Once you beat that first boss,
you got to get good.
I just don't think I like roguelikes like that.
I don't know. I haven't played Rogue Legacy. I heard that's really good. But I don't know. I think that one specifically is really fun for me. But I've played some that I didn't like some roguelikes that I didn't really like.
And can you not like save your progress in that game or something?
Yeah, if you exit the game, it saves exactly where you are. But you can't you're.
Oh, that's why you exited earlier.
Yeah, you only have one run. Like, you can't switch game modes. It's only the one run. And you either beat that run and then go back to the main menu and you maybe unlock some stuff if you did something specific.
Or you die.
Yeah, or you die. And then it just starts over. And you get another negative tick on your win streak and you get really sad like I do. And there's, like, so much secret stuff. Like, there's an item I have to get. Because there's, like, 2 more characters. I've almost unlocked every character. There's an item I have to get by beating one of the hardest bosses with a specific character, like, without getting hit, to get that item, and then I have to die in a very specific room, which everything has a random chance of spawning. I have to die in a very specific room with that item to unlock one of the last characters. It's like, the only way I know what any of the items do in the game is because I have a huge cheat sheet online on my laptop where I can just click on an item, it tells me what it does. So I'm like, I don't know what that item is. I don't know if I want to buy it or not, and I'll look up what it does. I'm like, that item's awesome, so I'll buy it.
The games that I would usually look up that cheat sheet on is like Fire Emblem, where I would be like, all right, let's find every little secret in this map, because that game's so stupid in like the sense where you could step on a single tile and then get like a game breaking item from it.
Really?
Just for fucking pressing weight.
I've never played any of the Fire Emblem games.
Oh, so speaking of guides and secrets, last week,
guides?
Josh, I told you that to look up a guide because you can miss the GFs, the summons. There's only one GF that you can actually miss, and that's Gilgamesh.
Oh, Gilgamesh.
Yes, you have to sacrifice Odin to get Gilgamesh. The rest, all the summons except for Gilgamesh and the one that you get from an item that you battle from an item. At the very last dungeon, you can draw them from bosses.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
just like you, if you already became a seed member in that game. Did you?
No, I don't fucking know. Did I?
I don't know. Did you run from Giant Robot Spider?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's literally the start of the game. How much did you play?
Is it? I didn't play.
No, it's not literally the start. It's after
the other.
It's one of the first sequences of the game. So you have to play a little bit. You go do kind of just the tutorials, and then finally you play that sequence.
You get chased after a fucking big ass spider.
Well, after several things happen. But one of the bosses, just keep in mind, one of the bosses, you draw a GF from one of them. Literally, you draw it, and it'll pop up as the GF's name when you go to the draw menu on that enemy. But damn, Steve, you are just all up in that game, that Binding of Isaac.
I was having so much fun with it. So much fun. I love just every time I'll do something and I don't expect it and I'll unlock something, I'm like, yes. It's so satisfying when you actually beat like that really hard boss that's like on one of the end floors. Because like some of the shit gets crazy. Like they're like some of the bosses, you're fighting angels, you're fighting like Ultra Satan.
In that
Where he's
game,
got, like,
don't
4
you just
stages.
like run around inside like a map, like
In a little
Legend
room.
of Zelda sense? Like
Yeah,
Legend of
it's
Zelda
basically
Like the
like,
old
you go
Zelda
into like one of the temples in, like, say, like Link to the Past. You go into one of the temples, but everything is
it's
randomized.
more similar to the ones earlier than that.
Like
Link to the Past kind of had.
I was just thinking
curves
Legend of
and
Zelda
stuff.
1, like
Yeah,
the Legend
yeah.
of Zelda.
Exactly. It's
yeah,
more like that.
But everything is randomized. Every room is randomized. You'll see like the same type of room, but it's randomized if that room's going to be there or not. What enemies are in that room? Like you'll get into a room where, because the way it randomizes, there'll be enemies that only do melee attacks, but they're stuck on the other side of a gap that you have to be able to fly to get over. So you're like, sweet, and you get a free room basically where you can just kill them and walk through the next door. Or you'll get into a room and just everything will explode instantly because some bombs spawn next to a bunch of barrels of TNT.
That sucks. But I get what you mean.
There's even like special bosses. Like there's a boss for each one of the 7 deadly sins, and you can randomly get these side bosses.
That's really funny. I just watched the 7 Deadly Sins like yesterday.
Anime.
Yeah, I just watched it like yesterday. I just finished it.
Yeah, that game's great. I love that game. I recommend it to everybody. If you want a game that you can just play for 20 minutes or you can play for 10 hours, anywhere in between, just keep playing.
I'll stick with Destiny.
I mean, yeah, you will, Keith. But what about your game? Your
Evil
game is a
Dead.
game you used to play back in the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot the whole
That's a
title of
movie,
it.
Keith.
That is a movie, Keith. Tell us about it. I didn't know there was a game for it.
Yeah, tell us about your movie.
Really? You never saw the Evil Dead game?
It takes off after the movies. Like when
spoilers.
No, it doesn't go after
Messing
the
with
fucking
you, Keith.
movie. It's
Yes,
like,
it does.
well, shit. That game went off on a whole different fucking
it
story.
was after the movies.
No, he's okay. It
Because
says, yeah, it
he's
takes
back
place
in.
after.
He's back in an insane asylum. After he's already chopped off his.
Mhm. That's where the game starts. Is he's missing an arm and he's in a fucking insane asylum, and then
The world goes to shit.
in like snap of a fucking finger.
And then he ends up escaping, finding his weapons, and the whole time you're upgrading the weapons.
So how does
you
it
find
play? Is it
Yeah, what
like
is this
first
game?
person game?
It's like
first
a
I
person,
don't really care about
Wait.
the story.
It's a first person.
I thought it was a third person game.
third person over the shoulder.
You were.
Did you see the guy, or
I'm
did
pretty
you
sure
look
it was a
through his
third
eyes?
person
did you see
game.
it?
It at least had maybe a second person, but not a third. Like,
Second person. Second
So
person.
you were looking directly at the guy?
Yeah.
Face to face?
That's what second person is.
Third person is over the shoulder.
Okay, maybe it was third person, but when you were aiming, I remember it aiming into the.
Alright,
well,
so
Josh
it's-
is gonna...
So
yeah,
is
it's
it-
a third person game.
it's third person game.
Yeah, it's third person.
It's been a while since I played it,
It's
so.
TPS. Okay.
But like on this game, like the best part about it is as soon as you fucking escape the damn insane asylum, it like goes on a very comedic turn where you find your companion throughout the entire game, which is an undead midget.
What?
Literally.
Actually, you know what? I'm starting
It's
to remember
a
this
fucking
game.
undead
I'm starting
midget.
to remember
And
this.
Yeah, maybe.
this guy
And then there's
this
Peepers.
undead midget
It was
dies
really like a
over
comedic game,
and
wasn't it?
over. Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
comedic, and he just like always dies. And whenever he dies, he just like crawls back up out of the
Wasn't this,
ground.
like PlayStation
And there's always-
2?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm totally remembering this
And
game
like
now.
there was like a door thing that was just like a cyclops with a big old mouth, and then like you'd kick the fucking midget into this thing's mouth, and then it would just open really big, and you just walk
Peepers.
right through it. It was ridiculous.
that was his name,
Oh,
Peepers.
yeah.
What the hell? Reminds me
I'm
of...
remembering all this stuff.
I never played it, but I watched someone play it. Lollipop Chainsaw or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like
She
a
walks
good game.
around
like
with the
that.
head of
'Cause
a
that's more-
zombie, her zombie friend.
Her zombie boyfriend.
Or yeah, her
He was
zombie
like-
boyfriend in his pocket, and he's always cracking jokes and shit the whole
Mhm.
time.
Well, it's more the main character cracking jokes about the midget.
Yeah.
Is mostly what it is. And like,
Nice.
for instance, the scene that's so like clear in my head when I think about this game is like when you're getting near the end of the game, you find like a trash heap, and then he just like creates a rocket launcher from it out of nowhere and,
Yeah.
and shoots the fucking rocket launcher in midair. And this is like a cinematic cutscene. he shoots the fucking rocket launcher and straight up into the air, and then it lands directly in the top of the head of the fucking midget and blows him up. And then he just crawls up out of the ground like, why'd you do that to me? Pretty much. It was awesome. It was so fucking good.
So, Keith, how much did you play this game?
A lot.
A lot?
Like, me and Brandon would, like, hog the game from Joshua, and Joshua would be watching us play it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, says with us.
Until it became nighttime, and
face.
then I would play it at nighttime because they had school the next day. Them bitches.
Them bitches.
And that's why we hogged it.
Nice.
He had a chant. He has his
I don't think I ever even saw that game play it. I just saw like the trailers for it when it was coming out way back in the day.
Really?
Did you beat it, Keith?
No. I got
You never beat it?
I was distractible. I remember, this is like...
Yeah, but you gotta beat those old games.
Yeah.
I beat Spyro.
I don't have it anymore.
Hell
though.
yeah, I even beat Spyro.
I beat Spooderman.
Spooderman?
I didn't beat no
remember that
Spooderman.
Yeah,
I don't like no fucking superhero games. I've never really been
Spider-Man
a big fan
games
of
are
superhero
dope.
games.
Dude,
That one on the GameCube
you haven't
is
played
dope.
the Arkham games?
Mm-mm.
Dude.
I don't like
Like,
the
Arkham
games.
you would like the
Dude.
Batman games, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
start with Arkham Asylum. Those games are jamming. Best superhero games there are. I'm a Superman fan. There are no good Superman games. There is a good Batman game.
What about Superman 64?
Get out of here with that shit. There are no good Superman
Yeah,
games.
that game was trash.
That's cool, Keith. Anything else you can remember about it?
The humor of the guy that plays, because they literally used the whole template of the actor that...
I'm trying to remember that movie. What is that movie about?
Evil Dead? You don't know Evil Dead?
They were like in a cabin.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, they
is
get,
the book
like shit
of-
gets like crazy, like demons and zombies and shit, and his hand turns into like gets possessed, and he cuts off his hand, and so he's got the chainsaw attached to one hand, and his double barrel in the other one.
Yeah,
Guy
sawed
with
off
the black
double
hair.
barrel shotgun.
There's a
I've
TV
never
show
seen that
for it
movie.
now.
I've never seen
There's
the
a
movie.
TV show for it on like Stars, like Asher's Evil Dead. There's a
Yeah, I've
TV
never
show
seen
for
it.
now. You've seen the
I'm
movie.
not.
The
Second, I
actor,
really like the second one where he goes back in time.
the actor also
That one
played
was
in
stupid,
Xena.
though.
No, that one was great. They're both stupid.
That is true. They are both
That one
stupid.
was awesome. He's fighting like freaking
You remember that
really
movie
crappily
with the
animated
chick?
skeletons.
You remember that movie
Skeleton
with the
Army, yeah.
chick that like has her legs replaced with guns?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
that's
Oh
actually
my God.
That
So
movie's
stupid.
actually. I believe that was. I think that's technically a Marvel movie or something. That's a character from either DC or Marvel.
No, I think it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's stupid.
No, I'm telling you. Well, maybe there's two movies then.
It's stupid as
There's
hell.
the chick has the what's her name? The hooker with the knee gun. But there's another character who's very similar. I'm telling you.
All right. Anyway,
So-
I know what you're talking about. I
another-
don't think it's Quentin Tarantino.
Another one of
I
my
don't think it is either.
Another one of my favorite things about Evil Dead is you'd be able to straight up kick the midget and like seriously, and he would like go flying. Like you'd just be like, "Bump," and that bitch would just like it'd be like kick the baby on fucking South Park. It was
God.
great, and like at the beginning,
you know what?
First
You know what I
episode of
like
South
is
Park.
Anchorman when he punts the dog.
Oh, off the bridge.
Oh my god! I tried watching Anchorman 2, and the start of it was so stupid.
I
but
love number two. Number
oh
two
my
is
god!
hilarious.
The first one when he punched that dog off the bridge is great.
Oh, man. The
And,
humor that comes
like
out of Ash's mouth.
when you first get the midget, the game instructs you to kick the midget through a fucking basketball hoop.
Nice.
That's fucking hilarious.
When
Like-
when not Left 4 Dead, when Dead Rising 4 came out,
Dead Rising 4?
yeah.
Oh yeah, 4 is out. I'm thinking Dead Island.
Yeah,
Dead
when
Island
we
3 's
when
not
we
out
were
yet.
playing it before you and I started playing it together, I found the basketball court, and I sat there and tried to throw the freaking ball into the basketball hoop forever to see if it would give me something. Finally did it, gave me nothing.
Lame.
Yeah, but that game, damn, I should play that game more. It's got a pretty nice open world.
Number 4?
Yeah,
I thought you had number 3.
dude, you had number 4. I played it on your
Oh.
Xbox share thing.
You were saying you got one, but you got 3. I remember that.
Yeah, I got all of them up to
I don't know.
3.
I don't remember very much more about Evil Dead other than that. Other than kicking that fucking midget.
I just remember
'Cause
that
that was
stuff from the
funny.
trailer.
that actor's always been at least a little bit of a comedic relief. I mean, even in Xena, he played the
Princess Thieves.
Oh yeah, Keith is a big Xena.
Thebes.
Xena guy. Throws his hands up in the air. Did you guys ever play the Dead Rising games?
No.
No.
What?
I always wanted to. But
Oh,
I just
dude,
never
you got to
did.
get on that.
Number 1 was great. Number 2 was great. Number 3 was
I think I
pretty
played
good. Number 4 was trash.
I never played. What? What do you mean number 4 is trash?
4 is so trash. What are you on
Why?
about? It's terrible.
Looks damn
The
good.
story sucks. They
Nah.
took away half the fun.
Nah, they brought back the first guy.
Yeah, but that he looks retarded now. He looks different. He looks
Whatever.
really bad. He's like fat and
He looked
stupid.
retarded in the first one.
But that was back in the day.
I've never played Dead Island either. I've always
Oh my
wanted
God,
to play
you're
that
killing
game.
me.
Yeah, what?
All these games
I can't wait
that
for
I
Dead
need to
Island
recommend
3.
for you. Speaking of which, my game of the week is a game I'm
It's
pretty
Dead
sure I'll
Island
be
3.
recommending to you. Is a game called Infinite Undiscovery.
Ew.
Dude,
Ew.
no, not you. Whatever.
Ew.
So this game came out around the same time as this other Square Enix game. It's a Square Enix game. It came out the same time as another Square Enix game that got a little more popular, and I don't know why, because this game was far
So it
superior.
overshadowed it.
Yeah, this was far superior.
I hate that.
So this game is awesome. It follows the story of this this kid, and the world that he lives in. Everybody's like born under these certain moon cycles, and they get these lunaglyphs, which grant them powers.
Okay.
But he was born during an eclipse, so he doesn't have one, so he has no powers. But what he does is he uses like a magical flute. So the combat in this game, it's all RPG, like Final Fantasy style.
Yeah.
But the combat is closer to that kind of Kingdom Hearts, but not really. Like a cross between Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 12. So it's
Never played Final Fantasy
it's
12.
like real time action. The combat doesn't stop at any time. So you roll up to enemies and you start swinging your sword on them. You have 3 other party members, and there was like a huge cast of party members that could join you. Everything from a giant grizzly bear that takes up 2 party slots to 2 little twin kids that use wands. It was wild. But the story was pretty damn good. I was surprised about the story. Basically, some dude is trying to control the powers of the moon, and he has it chained to the earth in multiple places. And so this group of people, they're the liberation force. They're going around breaking these chains. And there's only one guy that in their group that has ever been able to break one of the chains. And so he's the leader of the group. Floating around, and they stumble upon this kid, and that's the main character. But it's weird because the dude who could break the chains and this kid look identical. But yeah, so without giving away any spoilers, that's pretty much the gist of the story. But the game, the combat is really fun. You learn a lot of different skills and stuff. He uses the flute actually in combat.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, he uses the flute. He'll sit there and you'll play a certain song, and it'll do like an aura, a buff for your party members. So like increase their attack or their defense. Or there's one that while you're walking around in town, you'll just periodically gain gold as you're playing the flute.
That's cool.
Stuff like that.
It would be like a
it's
street
just-
performer in a way.
the game is its attention to detail surprised me. It was a great story, and just all the little RPG aspects in it were great. One thing that I really liked is when you go into your menus, it doesn't actually bring up a menu. So it's just like a drop-down list on the side that you go through. If you're not in combat when you bring up that menu, everybody will sit down and just like group up, like have a little rest spot and all that jazz. I don't know how to describe it any better than that.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. But that, once you beat the story, which something that was really cool is at the end, there's this really freaking hard dungeon that just goes on for days. It's like the end game dungeon.
Yeah.
And
Like,
you can get like even better loot and
Like,
stuff from there.
there's enemies in there that are even harder than the final boss type
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Like the
it's-
Omega Ruins in fucking Final Fantasy X.
That's the thing is I love RPGs that do that. Like you said, Final Fantasy X, there was also Lufia did that. I just love those little areas so that you have something like much higher to go for once you beat the main story. one thing, this game is on the Xbox 360. Unfortunately, it's not backwards compatible yet, but who doesnn't have Xbox 360s lying around?
I do.
I
do.
two.
I have two
exactly.
of them.
Exactly. You could probably pick this game up for $5, but it is definitely worth the play. I recommend it to anyone who enjoys Square Enix RPGs.
Well, see, a big thing that I have been trying to look for in video games that really was the main disappointing factor for me in the newer Legend of Zelda was I want a game that really has a lot to do with the music. Like, that's really big for me, is video games that have something to do with the music. Whether that means it just has an amazing soundtrack that goes along with the game, whether it means that the music is actually involved in the game, that's all dependent. But
Square Enix games have always been good at that. The music in Square Enix games. I sit there and play Final Fantasy, and I'm singing all these songs in my head.
Yeah,
and stuff
right.
Like that. I believe that, yes, this game does have a good soundtrack.
Well, and you were saying that he plays a flute, so yeah,
he plays a flute.
It has attention to music, and that's what I enjoy. That's what I was getting into. It's
music, like, even if you don't play an instrument, it literally drives you to do something.
Music is a natural. It's a natural
in,
thing. And that's just all that it is. Music is natural.
I mean,
humans can pick up on it because it's
when you're living in your house, it's easy to forget about music. But when you walk into the real world, there's always some sort of noise going on out in, like, the wind. Like, that's
He's talking about nature's music now.
Nature's music.
Nature's music. But yeah, I definitely recommend this game. I think, Josh, you should pick up this game and just play it, dude. Steve, do you still have it?
No, I don't think so.
No. But
do you think it would be on Steam or something?
It's like 2 discs, I think. I don't think so, no. I think it's like an Xbox 360 exclusive. But be prepared, because once you enter that main dungeon after like the 3rd floor, that endgame dungeon, something will happen and you will get an achievement for one gamer score.
Oh, yeah.
And bug the hell out of me, and you will get the rest of the achievement for 49 gamer score at the very end of the dungeon.
Huh. That is a
so
good
it kind of drives you to finish it. I never finished it.
So now you just have like one gamer score?
No, I lost that account.
Oh.
But
my gamer score's messed up like that too. Not with 1, with 2. It's horrible.
Yeah, so... anyway, damn. I'm going to have to show you some... couple of clips of the game. Because, Josh, I think you should play it. I want you to play it. You have to play it. I know you'll.
We just need to like make a fucking list or something.
I know, for you, man. Youngin, you need to catch up on all these greats. But anyway, we've gone through all of our games, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's time to jump into our mini game. So,
more games.
We are going to we're jumping from our games to our game. We are going to play a game we played a little while back.
And I'm going to try to not look at the fucking computer screen.
Yes, please don't. Called Would You Rather. And
I've never heard of it.
Yes. But it's a little bit of a twist, because when we play Would You Rather here, I ask the question, and you guys get to ask me questions back, and we can throw little curveballs into these questions. Like little,
zest.
little zest, there you go. Little,
this is the one I
modifiers to the questions.
This is the one where Keith can't decide number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, this is where Keith
goes, say a number.
No, I can't.
You can't just say a number. Yes. It doesn't matter.
So the first one, we're starting off slow, and then we're going to ramp up all the way to the end, which I think is a really good one. Would you rather...
Keith, quit reading the computer screen.
Would you rather be an amazing dancer or great at math?
Great at math.
Great at math?
Ups and downs.
So since I'm already great at math, does that mean that I lose being great at math?
How great?
No, you... Okay.
Is so it like me gaining this ability?
You can be, what's it called? You can be Goodwill Hunting good at math, or you can be, what's a good dancer? Like...
Ice skaters, I think, are the best dancers.
Like,
try to do that.
Or you could be like Michael Jackson good at dancing.
I mean, I'd pick dancing myself because I'm good at math.
I don't know. I've never seen Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, neither have I. But I was just kind of
that doesn't work.
Damn
you fools! Go watch Goodwill Hunting. That's an amazing movie.
What?
Robin Williams,
What?
freaking Matt Damon,
What?
Ben Affleck.
Mert
That's an amazing movie.
Mert
Mert
Derman?
Yeah, Mert Derman.
Mert
Go watch
Derman?
Mert Derman beat up Robin Williams. Go Will Hunting. Dude, that is a good ass movie. You guys are killing me.
I'm gonna get through to these kids.
Alright, so any other questions you
Well,
want
see,
to ask
I
about?
would be the good I would go good with dancing because I am good with math and suck at dancing, and I wish that I was good at dancing.
I don't care about dancing. I'm just good at math.
You can dance if you want
Fucking
to.
A, I would.
You can
good
leave
at
your
math.
friends behind.
Yeah.
He's like
Because
crazy
if I
good at
don't
math.
dance,
I
and if they don't dance, then no friends of mine.
Throw out a better example of how good at math they are.
What?
How good at math?
Oh, come on. That's like... Oh, damn.
He's trying to like
say... I will describe the movie to you. Say there's a math professor that puts a problem on the board that no one's figured out yet.
Oh, is that the
Like
fucking
ever.
janitor one?
Like ever in existence?
And the kid
That's
walks
the
up... Some kid walks up who's the janitor who is all taught
that
everything.
movie. I know what
himself.
you're talking about.
Walks up and just answers the problem.
So, it was an unsolved
Okay, he's
math
not
problem.
the smartest person at math in the world, but he's showing up some of the top dogs.
He's definitely
Okay.
a prodigy.
Yeah.
in some
But
way.
it was just that... In that specific situation, it was a problem that had not been solved by anybody before, right? Not just anybody in the school?
I can't recall exactly.
Damn, okay. Because if it was anybody in the school, I'm like, oh, it's just a school.
Or it has not
anybody
been
ever.
solved by the professor or whatever.
Okay.
And his group of...
Because I don't want to just be
cronies.
like math teacher smart. I want to be like super...
Well,
math
he's
sleuth.
I'm
he's
sorry,
not talking
but math professors, most of them
He's
are
talking
pretty
about-
smart to be a professor in math.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but they're not like solving new equations.
I get what
to-
he's meaning too, because
Yeah.
like you can only get so good at dancing.
Well, I'm just saying you can make money as a really good dancer. I want to be able to make good money as being good at math.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the kid in Good Will
Okay,
Hunting.
I'm definitely choosing math for sure
You choose math?
because that has a lot more applications. Because you can't
I
like
suppose.
you can't like dance your computer.
You'd have to have like acting
If
skills
you
or
know-
something.
if you know
else
math, that
added in.
Come on,
translate-
computer, work for
That
me. Just
Being
start
good at
dancing
math
next
also
to it.
translates to like different computer languages and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So that has a
actually,
lot
yeah,
more-
math is
What
computer
about,
language.
What's your take on it, Keith? You care about dancing?
I care about dancing, but
Not as much as being a math.
yeah,
See,
math genius.
I
like,
ask again
computer-
though, is it like you're giving me the option of two separate lives that I'm doing, where it's like I'm
I mean, you
good
can
at
still
math,
dance,
you
or
can
I'm
get
good
a
at
math.
dancing?
So if you pick one, you're still just as good at the other thing as you currently are right now.
Okay, yeah, then I'll pick dancing. I'm down for that because I'm pretty fucking good at math already.
I'm definitely gonna be a math genius because I'm pretty fucking good at dancing.
Keith's like, I'm bad at both.
Pop the clip of
What do you
Steve,
think, Keith?
like
Well, I'm
trying to
not
fucking
bad
dance.
at both. I just
whatever you
I'm
say.
very fucking
Who said
shy
that?
about
Who
that.
said that? You?
You're shy about doing math in public, Keith?
No, I just haven't
Oh
practiced.
God,
That's more laziness on the math.
I can't answer
So what do you
2 + 2 when I'm around all these people. Oh my God.
The dancing is what I'm shy about.
Okay, Keith, what
Are
do
you
you
gonna
pick?
dance or you gonna
We're
math?
moving on to the next one.
Math,
Math.
yeah.
We've got 2 maths and a dance. All right. Josh rocking the dance. I did not expect that. Honestly, Josh, I thought you were going to pick math right from the get.
No, I've always wanted to dance.
Damn, you can dance
always
if you
wanted
want
to
to.
dance.
Yeah, but I suck at it, and I've always wanted to learn how to get good at dancing.
All right, so next one.
Get good, scrub.
Would you rather go to a movie or to dinner alone?
Alone?
Alone.
To
Because
a
those are
movie?
typically things that people don't do by themselves.
Movie? People go to
Movie.
movies by themselves all the time. I like watching movies by myself. Then
You
nobody-
just go to a movie theater and sit by yourself and watch a movie?
I mean, I haven't done it, but I know.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
want to know why I haven't done it? Because I have to take the bus, because I don't drive.
Oh, snap.
There's no movie theater in this neighborhood.
This neighborhood?
Or
Go
would
to the
you rather
local movie
go to
theater
a
in your
restaurant and
neighborhood.
just sit down and eat dinner by
That's
yourself?
really weird, I think.
I think
I feel like
that's
that's
weird.
lonely.
Really weird.
I think
No.
the dinner thing's lonely, but...
The dinner thing is very lonely. You don't go out.
Okay.
You never
Okay.
go out by yourself.
The kind of theaters you go to, Keith, do not count.
What? Century?
I'm just messing with you.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
That's a good one. That was a good one. No, I think there's nothing weird about going to see a movie by yourself.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
I don't think I would do that.
Half the time depending on the movie, I prefer to see it by myself.
I sit down and just like look around like, oh.
If it's like a superhero movie or something, I want to see that with friends because it's like, it's
I don't think
action,
I would.
funny. But if it's like a serious movie or something,
Sit at
like,
home and watch a movie by myself because there's nobody peeking in my windows except for Keith. But
at his special movie theater.
He caught you, motherfucker.
What?
He caught your ass.
Yo, peepers.
Yeah.
So really, you're going with movies?
What about you, Keith? Peepers.
Movie.
What the fuck? Yeah, I was gonna say the movie too.
Yeah, it's
weird
weird to eat.
Well, and not only
out by
So
yourself.
here's the thing: I have gone to a diner by myself during like lunch break at work,
but that's when you go sit up at the counter.
Okay, are we talking about fast food, or are we talking about
a booth staring at a wall?
Yeah,
that's weird. You're a weirdo.
I would not go to eat at Denny. If you're saying fast food, I'll go to Burger King or whatever, eat by myself.
No, not fast food. Everybody
Bro, you're saying Denny's?
People prefer to go to fast food alone because they
Denny's
don't have nobody
is a
judging
pretty
you.
shitty example.
Yeah, Denny's. He's like fancy restaurant like Denny's.
Denny, you shouldn't go to eat at Denny's alone. That's weird.
What's wrong?
We almost went to Denny's at 2 a.m. last night when we were all drunk.
See,
damn, fancy.
What I was thinking about was like sushi, and I wouldn't go to sushi by myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I would.
That's sushi.
Like, what, you just gonna roll up to Ichiban?
Yeah,
by yourself.
Give us some sushi.
No, I would do the movie. It's dark. It's a dark environment.
See,
Yeah.
even if I was to go by myself to some place like that, it would be like there's a bunch of people going that I don't know them, but there's still a bunch of people there, and I'm just trying to see if there's anybody I'm.
That's not even my thing.
Pick up. Keith trying to pick up ladies at the movie all alone.
Why does it have to be ladies? This is a free country.
Okay.
Whoa.
You can pick up guys too if you want. All right, we'll move on to that one. All of you picked movies. All right, next one is: would you rather have to always say everything on your mind or never be able to speak again?
Never be able to speak.
Never be able to speak?
Yeah.
Like
I just can't speak, right? I can still.
Yeah,
like,
you
talk
can't.
it.
What?
Yeah,
You can still what?
I can still like talk on like a text or something.
Why?
I mean, like,
why
You told me to ask questions.
Why can't I speak? Is it like a psychological thing?
Can I learn
like
sign language? Does
can
that not
I
count?
not like? Can my
okay, your mouth is sewn shut.
Oh yeah, I definitely do that. I
That's
learn sign language.
fucked up? That is fucked up.
All right, no, that doesn't work because you have to eat.
You get straw.
You have no tongue. No, then you can't taste things.
Yeah,
You
fuck
won't be
that.
able-
No
do.
vocal cords.
No vocal cords. There you go.
I can
Mute.
dig. Yeah, I just
You're
won't
mute.
be able to speak. I'll just
So
sign
basically,
language.
So what was it? Always speak your mind or never be able to speak again?
Always have to say what is on your mind or never be able to speak again.
I hate this.
I
one.
would do the never speak again.
I would too
Just-
because there's weird shit on my mind all the time.
That not only that, but like
Would that make you just constantly talking to yourself?
if I had like a fucking scientific reason behind me not being able to speak, I could probably get money for that shit.
What?
What?
Your vocal cords don't work like anybody else who's mute in the world.
Yeah,
Just
people.
mute.
How many
People's
how hard is-
vocal cords just get fucked up and they
There's
just can't
lots of
talk
people that
anymore.
are mute.
Yeah, for different reasons.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone hit their mute button.
people
Oh.
most of the time can't talk when they're deaf as well.
Well, they can talk. They
But-
just
They just
They
sound
don't.
stupid
they're
'cause
not
they can't hear
able to
themselves.
hear
Hear
themselves say the words, so they don't know how their mouth is doing it or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Which
that
is why most
works.
of the time they'll use
Just
sign language
ask a
instead.
deaf person; they'll tell you. Ask a deaf person. Ask a deaf person; they'll tell you.
There are some of them that can.
Yeah,
There's
I would not.
Not very many, but there's-
Oh my god, that
But
reminds
I
me.
would just choose not
Anyways.
talking for sure.
Anyways, I think that I would probably speak my mind all the time because
Really?
I wish that I could speak my mind all the time, but my body won't let me.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? It'd be nice to speak my mind all the time, and then
People
be
would hate
if
you.
Yeah, I'd get in trouble.
No,
Right,
that,
I'd
no,
get
then it's
trouble.
hate crime because if you have to speak the truth, there'd be a thing behind it.
What if they don't?
It's like
some random
what is that
person. You're like,
called?
man, motherfucker, you look stupid as you walk by and he knocks you out.
He's
You're
like,
like, oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
Exactly. Every time, no matter what, you'd have to. Like the Hulk would come by and be like, yeah, you don't look that tough. And he can destroy you or something.
Nice.
But I just...
Yeah, I get... I don't know. I really don't know. Because, like, at the same time, I guess I'd never be able to give, like, a speech if I was just always spoke my mind.
Never be able to tell your kids you love them.
Why? Why would I never be able to do that?
Because if... Oh, okay. I thought you were picking the mute one. My bad.
I would just have to learn sign language. You can tell them.
I got you. If you speak your mind, you can't tell your kid you love them.
Yeah,
You don't love them.
I was like, what are you talking about?
That's why I was cracking up. I thought you were making a joke.
Never mind. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're just going to speak your mind?
Yeah, I would speak my mind.
What about you, Keith?
Speak my mind.
Dude, you guys are all going to prison.
Crazy. You're going to prison immediately.
You're going to prison.
You're going to get shot and stabbed in freaking within an hour.
Hell yeah. You don't realize
What would I do
half
with
the
a mute
stuff
self?
that pops in your mind without you
What am I supposed to... What am I just like a dyslexic ass supposed to be doing?
I speak a lot of my mind as is. I usually...
I have to speak to text.
I'm talking like, what if you walk by a hot girl?
Yeah, Keith would be fucked.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Keith's going to prison.
Exactly.
No, I mean, Keith would be fucked. He has dyslexia. He wouldn't be able to text bitches. He wouldn't be able to text people. He wouldn't be able to fucking do shit. He would be fucked.
Mute. What am I supposed to do as a mute person?
Look at my sign language. It's easier than actually talking.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do the fucking podcast.
Oh, well, that just changes everything.
Well, if I was
that too, that's
I would guess
definitely
this would be
a big one.
probably from
If
from
he was
birth,
mute,
right?
he
This
probably
just be all
would
of a
never
sudden-
have started the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you guys are both
If you could only speak your mind, you wouldn't be on the podcast either.
This would be called Josh
why
Speaks
not?
His Mind.
Yeah,
Actually, that'd be a pretty dope podcast.
Yeah.
I think me and him.
Exactly! That's exactly why I said it.
This
Is
guy
I
has no
wish
filter.
that
Really?
like people would be interested, I'm sure, to be like, you know, this guy doesn't even fucking hesitate on shit. He just like thinks it and says it. Like
The problem with that is you're going to hurt the people around you.
Yeah, I agree.
shit happens.
Shit happens. Josh is like, I'm just speaking my mind.
But then at that point, I'd be used to being able to call myself an asshole, and people wouldn't mind it as much. It'd be like,
I
he's
think
just
they
an
would.
asshole.
I don't think anybody would ever like you.
Don't want to be around
Because even if, like...
I'm not that bad on my thought
90% of the time are like, wow, this person's amazing, I really like them. You're always going to have that occasional thought of something that's really, like, rude or hurtful.
Yeah, but at
that's
the
why it's a
same
thought.
time,
That's why you don't
the
say
vibe-
it.
People say
versa
rude things
thing,
to their
where
friends
you
all the
want
time.
to say something, but your mind won't let you do it.
But
you
that's a
do it
good
anyway.
thing. That's
Yes,
part
it
of
is.
being
That's called
human.
a
Is
filter.
a filter. If animals could talk, they probably wouldn't have a filter.
I don't know.
What is it called?
Like, I've always had a bunch of moments where I'm like, damn, I really wish that I could talk to this girl right now.
There's
but
a
my body
disability
won't
that-
let me fucking do it. But if my brain would just say, you have to do it, and I did it, like, right then.
There's people that run
don't
around
know.
with this disability all the time, and they say shit, fuck, damn.
That's
called
called
Asperger's.
Tourette's. That's
Tourette's.
very different.
No,
Oh,
that's
you
the same
closest
goddamn
to
thing.
Asperger's
would
means
be-
you have no filter.
Did you just say Asperger's?
Yes, it's
Is
called
a-
it's Asperger's.
It is a disorder, yes.
Asperger's.
It's not spelled Asperger's. It's with an H. The H is silent.
You've never heard of Asperger's?
No! All I heard was him just fucking say
Oh my
Asperger's. And that cracked me the hell
I
up.
think Josh
I
has
think we're
Asperger's now.
insulting someone. We're definitely insulting
Anyway.
someone at this point.
Anyway, so we got 2 speak your minds and 1 mute.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, would you
Shows
rather
who's the
spend
reclusive
the
ones.
night in a luxury hotel, like really, really nice, or camping surrounded by beautiful scenery?
Camping.
Keith, have you ever spent the night in a really, really nice hotel?
Have you?
Like 5-star hotel?
How nice we
No,
talking?
but
like,
then again, we
We're
didn't say
talking
there's...
like penthouse suite.
Like the shit where you're just like, yo, bring me something.
That's
on
right.
An intercom. And hell yeah,
Yeah.
I do that. I go camping all the time
Penthouse-
with beautiful scenery.
That's what I'm
Penthouse
saying.
suite.
You'd be fucking like pampered at that point. Like,
Penthouse
hell yeah.
suite with a hot tub and a nice view of the
Goodness.
city.
Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I go camping all the time with a beautiful
I'm
view.
just going to say, I'll pick that.
That's the one that I immediately thought
What
to pick was the
view.
fucking.
I guess you
was
didn't
the
put in
hotel.
all the perks of camp that you could have for camping, like
Camping, with the camping though, you're next to a lake. It's a full moon. There's a nice snowy mountain up there. It's just a perfect temperature.
That sounds nice, but you could actually do that in real life. I
Yeah,
ain't getting no
nice
getting no night in a
campfire.
penthouse
You don't have to
anytime
spend no
soon.
fucking money to go camp out. I mean, you gotta spend like what, $30 to
depends
fucking
on where you want to go camping
camp
too, though.
in a fucking beautiful
But, yeah.
area.
Okay, this time I will go with the penthouse.
But next time he's
I'll
camping.
go with the penthouse.
Because like I've seen beautiful scenery and like
Because there is one other perk to the penthouse. You can always invite somebody.
Oh yeah, Keith.
Ooh.
I've never been in a penthouse. I've been in some suites. I've stayed the night in some suites.
sweet.
With like hot tubs and stuff like that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. That's why they call them sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
Like,
Sweet.
these are sweet.
It's spelled
All
different.
right, that
Good
was
job.
like a unanimous
Good job,
decision
Steve.
there.
They're spelled different.
All right, next one.
Sweet.
Would you rather have X-ray vision or magnified hearing?
X-ray vision.
Because I feel like if whatever happens if there's a super loud noise.
Yeah, I'm a sicko. I want X-ray vision too.
There's like there's like
That's
a
true.
what if there's like a
Because
gunshot?
that sucks. Like I
Okay,
can,
no, you could control it just like the
Okay.
X-ray vision.
I
I don't want my
hear-
brain to explode.
I
when
can
I'm next
hear
to
like
somebody.
phone chargers charging phones, and I'm like, oh my god, why can nobody else hear this fucking shit?
So you already have magnified hearing. You
Yep. So
freaking-
maybe
you
I should
outta
get
here.
X-ray vision because I already have the fucking magnified vision.
X-ray vision's useful. You
magnified
could rob. You
hearing,
could freaking rob like a bank or something.
Yeah, just by looking at it. I'm gonna look at your money.
No.
Just
Good way to
describe to
win,
me
uh,
how you're gonna rob a bank with X-ray vision, Steve.
Aren't you just gonna see a bunch of dicks? Aren't you just gonna see a bunch of dicks?
You
like,
can
all
control
the
it
time?
just like the
You'd like
hearing.
turn on your X-ray vision, and it would just be like dicks everywhere. You'd just see nothing but dicks.
You have X-ray vision on what you focus on. You don't just all of a sudden on it. You can see through everything because then you'd see through everything.
Everything.
There'd be nothing there.
Robbing a bank? I don't know. You could know exactly where the cameras are. You could know exactly where all the cameras are plugged in.
Okay,
all
why
that
would
kind
you
of
go with
stuff.
something illegal that eventually you still could get caught doing that? With, you don't have like super strength and
Got X-ray
dis-
vision, dog?
Yeah, but you
figure
can
it
hide
out.
really good because you can see if they're coming.
But there's another way to get the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Just cheat
You
on
can
Jeopardy.
see secret hide.
How do you cheat on Jeopardy with that?
Keith, it's digital, bro. They
How do
don't
you cheat on
actually have the
Jeopardy?
answers behind the
Why
TV
does he always
screen.
read something? He sees the questions and the
Oh,
answers.
damn, Keith. Damn, Keith, just telling us up. That's what's up.
That's so dumb.
Dude's reading something, dumbasses. He's got the answers.
He's probably just got like his grocery list or something. He's probably just has
You think he's just reading like potatoes, ham, like
Yeah.
celery?
I would
like,
cottage
what?
cheese.
Yeah, what
I
the
would-
fuck? He's
What?
like, all right, let's go to work today with my grocery
What
list.
is wrong with you, Steve? He's just
like little dude.
What is the capital of Egypt? Potatoes. Potatoes.
They
Like
also have
what
an
the
earpiece
fuck?
Why would he distract himself
Yeah, he
during a
probably does have an
show?
earpiece.
Just
It's
tell
probably
him
just
that.
dick pics. He just holds up.
Just like
He
naked
he
lady
made a little
pictures.
doodle picture of like
This
two,
is the only
like,
way
two
that I
knights
say
fighting
it
and
anymore.
laughing about the people fighting. He just wrote butts on a piece of paper and he laughs at it every once in a while.
This guy.
No, that would be awesome though. Like, what's the capital of Egypt? Butts.
You
That
really
is
want to know the
answer.
capital of Egypt, don't you, Josh?
I don't know. I don't know the capital of Egypt. So, like, best fucking example that I
Would
can
you
use.
rather know the capital of Egypt
Would you rather know the capital of Egypt
or butts?
or
You guys are all ridiculous motherfuckers. You know that?
bunch of fools up in here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are you guys' answers?
X-ray vision.
X-ray
I think
vision?
we're all kind of universal.
Yeah,
in
we
the
all want
X-ray
X-ray
vision.
vision.
Yep.
Magnified hearing, you'd be able to hear anybody talking shit, though.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah, but unless they...
Be able to hear secrets? I don't know.
You'd also
I
be able.
always wanted to hear what people are saying. Secret.
But
Maybe. I don't know. Still X-ray vision. Anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, would that mean that I'd be able to hear, like...
You could hear up to a mile, like, if it was right next to you.
By my calculations, we're exactly 3 days away from the summer solstice.
The shoulders?
The summer solstice.
Oh.
That's something from a video I watched a while ago.
I'm just trying to think about how useful X-ray vision would actually be.
Super useful. You know.
How useful would
It'd
that
be
be?
useful for your own pleasure.
No,
That's
it's-
it.
Well, no.
there's
Think about it.
practical.
When you're working on a car,
Yeah.
and you just don't
There you
want to
go.
fucking have
You
to
fix cars fast.
Damn, Keith is just on point.
No, that's what I was going off.
Keith, I thought Keith was just going to use X-ray vision to look through his clothes, but dude's got a checklist of things he's going to
No,
use.
I'm
it
telling
for.
I have no. I don't
He's
have
like,
a
I think
checklist.
about this all the
You can make
time.
practical money. You'd
This
be like
phone
the
can
amazing,
hold it all.
You could be the amazing Josh. You'd be like, yeah, I can tell you what's wrong with your car by looking at it. You look at it, you're like, that's what's wrong with your car.
I mean,
Give me
I
50
guess that would
bucks.
be really true for, like, people with cancer, too.
You got cancer.
Yeah.
$50, please.
50 bucks. Steve just
I
capitalized
can figure out what the
on
fuck is
cancer.
wrong with my own back. I'd be like,
Yeah, Keith, you just look through your
You're
belly.
like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah.
It looks like a spine.
I don't know what a good spine looks like. I fucking have-
Yeah, Keith is all about the good spine.
He's a doctor.
my back hurts. God damn it! I want to go back to work.
I'm just picturing Keith going, that's a good spine.
He's definitely a doctor.
Damn, that's a good spine right there.
Or
Is that your pickup line, Keith? You just walk up the ladies, you got a good spine.
sure, why not? For today it is.
Today and today only, ladies.
You got a good spine.
You got a good spine. Keith will tell you. Anyway, next one.
Thinking
I
like
think is the best one.
I'm still just
This is
trying
going to
think
make you think.
about how you can apply that shit to the real
Oh,
world.
you guys, we all picked X-ray.
But
Okay.
yeah, you're good.
Would you rather have any Vin Diesel character or any Arnold Schwarzenegger character protecting you?
Vin Diesel? Dude, Vin Diesel for sure. Groot is awesome.
Who?
Groot is awesome.
Groot?
That is
Yeah.
fucking true.
Oh,
I'd
well,
have
he does the
Groot.
voice.
Groot! That's his character. He's Groot.
Well, you cheater.
Nope.
But you got Arnold Schwarzenegger with the Terminator?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You think
Terminator.
Groot could fucking win to the Terminator?
Yeah, Groot could beat the Terminator.
Yeah,
easily,
he
yo.
probably-
I think it's a good matchup. I think it's
Groot is awesome.
that
Even
I was
Baby Groot
thinking.
kicks
I was
ass.
thinking Riddick.
That guy's awesome, yeah.
Riddick is.
But
I don't even know who the fuck Riddick
Groot
is.
is also hilarious.
Riddick is a badass. What's Riddick's
And if he dies,
species?
he's baby Groot.
I
And
don't
he's
fucking know what the hell's Riddick's species. What?
I don't know.
What?
You're looking at me.
What is Riddick's
What's
species?
Riddick's
Yeah, what is it?
species?
I don't
I don't
recall.
fucking
They're
I
know.
keep wanting to say Mandalorian, but
They're
that's
like-
Star Wars.
They're like Alons or some weird, like, angelic
Yeah,
sounding
he's
thing.
some like fighting race or
some
whatever.
fighting, like, angelic, like, superpower.
and there's like him and like.
But
two others
Riddick
that are
Riddick does stuff like kick a sword into the ceiling. Oh no!
Yeah.
What did he do in that one scene where he like?
He killed a guy with a cup.
Yeah, he's killed people with cups, and he like kicks the sword as it's flying midair, and he's strapped to a chair right in a dude's throat. That was pretty sick. That was
like
3.
what are the
3 was-
accents? What are the natural accents of these people?
What?
What
Like
are
what
the,
they say-
what
how
are
they
the
speak?
action?
How they-
What are the accents of these people?
Like physical accents.
Yes,
or-
like physical accents of these fucking people.
accents is also how we speak.
That's what I'm
I know
talking
Groot.
about.
He wants to know how they talk.
You
How
want
do
to
they
know
sound? What the fuck do they sound like?
He
For
just
God's
talks
sake!
like a
Are you
dude.
talking about Riddick's people?
Because like I know
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has like his specific voice. Does Vin Diesel have his own specific
Oh, you're
fucking
talking.
voice?
You're talking. You
I don't know why
not
that's so
necessarily
important.
who's the most badass. You want someone cool to hang out with.
Yeah,
too. No,
fucking-
Josh is thinking.
Who
of
am I
dude.
gonna get protected by? The
Dude,
fucking
Vin Diesel-
government? Like,
Vin
Who
Diesel
am I gonna
plays
get protected
D&D all
from?
the time.
That's true. Vin Diesel plays D&D all the time, so it could be any of those characters of his.
Well, you know.
and not only that, I could just fucking hang out. But at the
The
same
last
time,
Witch Hunter, that movie he made.
I don't
That's his
know.
D&D character.
Yeah,
Vin
it would
Diesel-
be cool to walk around with Arnold Schwarzenegger in his accent.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
like that'd
agree
be pretty
with
cool.
Josh.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck?
but Groot would be way more entertaining.
You really think walking around with a big ass tree guy
Oh,
is just
I
I am Groot.
You know how many ladies
I am
Groot will get you?
Groot. Just
Everybody
a
loves
fucking
I'm
Groot.
gonna go with
moron?
Riddick.
Just
I
a
don't love
moron?
I love Groot.
He's
I
a
think-
fucking
I think-
idiot, though. He's
Riddick
not.
would tear the
He
shit out of
is.
Terminator.
Dude, hell yeah, he would. He's just tactical and badass.
Like,
And he'd
See,
probably
dark.
force me to learn how to protect
Here's the
myself,
thing,
too.
though, is the Terminator would come back next episode
Yeah.
as another unit. So there's like, you have like
Well,
1,000 Terminators.
Riddick becomes immortal, doesn't he, at the end of the one movie?
Not immortal. He's just
No,
like
he becomes the king.
Yeah, the king of his
But he's
people.
getting, like, certain powers.
I don't
and
really
weird shit
have,
and-
like, an answer to this question other than, like, I would want to find the most awesome person to hang out with and fucking just have them around me all
Riddick
the
can
time.
see in the dark.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's
he's
got
thermal
night
vision.
vision eyes.
Yeah, he's got like thermal vision.
Oh.
So can the Terminator, though. He's a robot.
I'm still going
Like-
Groot, man.
Dude, I think I'm gonna take the Terminator. That in Terminator 2, that kid had an awesome time with the Terminator. Plus, he's got a sick accent.
And his
and
foster parents got
You-
stabbed in the face.
You could teach him to like kaboot it and stuff like that. I'm going with the
But he
Terminator.
can't love. He's a robot. Until they completely broke that in the later movies, where everybody was secretly a robot. All the main characters. Like, I'm not a robot. And then he loses half his face. He's like, oh my god, I'm a robot.
What? I've never seen the later.
Which one was that? That was like the
I don't
fourth one. I don't remember.
Oh
what
my
it's called.
god, I'm a robot!
Yeah, the main character didn't know he was a freaking Terminator for like 3/4 of the movie.
There is only one Terminator.
There was only Zool.
See, like I was just saying, I don't really have an answer for this question. I just pretty much would pick the character that I would just be able to have the most fun with overall. Just, I don't really have one character in mind at the moment that I would pick, but I'm sure I would just try to go after the one that I would have the best time with. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Xander
because
Cage from Triple
I
X.
feel...
He rode a skateboard on the side of a bus.
I feel like the biggest loophole in this fucking question necessarily is it says to protect you, and like, who am I gonna get protected from?
Maybe you're the
See
president.
the opposite person.
The opposite person?
Yeah.
Then I would probably pick that fucking angelic guy that you guys were talking about.
Groot.
Not
Groot.
Groot, you
Not
dumbass.
Groot, motherfucker.
Angelic.
Freaking
I'm
Riddick.
Groot.
Yeah, Riddick.
Here's the thing: is you also have the dude that beat the Predator for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Get down, he's a bomb!
Yeah.
Get to the chopper, yeah!
Have you seen Predator?
Yes, I have.
The first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah. See, he whooped the Predator's ass. What other Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Dude, never mind. I want to change. I want to change.
Not
I want to
Rambo,
change
no.
my answer
Rambo?
to. I want
Yeah,
to change
that's
my
not what I
answer to
meant.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Put that cookie down.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like,
Until they hang out with the
we're
kindergarten
all
cop.
going after...
What about the Arnold Schwarzenegger that has a baby?
fucking,
What about the Arnold Schwarzenegger that gets replaced by himself?
Ooh, damn.
Which one? Which one is that?
I don't know. There's some movie where there's like they get clone him, and then he's got like an evil clone, like bangs his wife or something, and he's like sad in the rain outside his window, looking at himself because he gets. It's really weird. They think
You
he's
got
the
you
clone.
got the dude from Jingle All the Way or whatever the hell it
Yeah.
is.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, like you guys are all thinking about all these fucking action movies.
Wasn't he getting a
It's like,
toy
why
for his
don't you
kid or
just
something?
think about the
Didn't he
fun
get, like, a toy
movies from
robot
these
for his kid?
characters?
They're not very... The
Yeah,
fun movies are
he's
the
trying to
action
get-
movies. That's what we have fun with.
Like what's
That's
his,
what
what's
they're
his name?
about.
Action Man or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I
Action
had the
Man
choice to like live my life in a fucking action movie or not, I don't think that I would try to live my life in a fucking action movie. Because I just like
Oh, yeah.
explode or
I'm
something.
totally still going with Groot though.
Yeah.
He's Groot.
All right. Well, that's
We-
all of our.
The end credits for Guardians 2, there's just this thing going on, and then somebody starts talking in the background, and it's just, we are Groot. I don't know,
What the
it's
hell?
hilarious.
Oh my god.
It's great. That
But
movie's
we've
amazing.
been running a little long here. Do you guys have any stories to kick us off the end, or we're just gonna close this bitch out?
I just got stories from crazy people from drinking last night. I
Yeah.
already kind of
Halloween.
told you, yeah, like...
So tell us this crazy story about when
There was this guy, I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out, but he was wearing a referee costume. He was walking up and down the line.
as zombies do.
Yeah, as zombies do. He wasn't wearing any zombie makeup, just a referee costume.
He didn't have like a little blood streak.
No, he had like the little yellow flag.
Well, after the story you're going to tell.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
He was walking around, like, there's people waiting in line to get in different bars, like popular bars and stuff. He would walk up and down the line, and he would, like, blow a whistle, and he would, like, say something about somebody who was, like, in line or somebody walking by. And, like, sometimes he was, like, insulting people. He's like, blows his whistle, throws the yellow flag. He's like, that's a violation for a shitty costume. And, like, people are, like, looking at him, like, what are you doing? And, like, this guy was going off. I saw him several times all night. Like, we went out there at, like, 9 o'clock.
That's what you need protection from, then.
That's the kind of shit that I would fucking do, though. Like, I'm a dick, but I would love doing shit like that.
Like, yeah, like, that guy, like, I saw him at, like, 2 o'clock. Didn't look like he had gotten knocked out. At least he was looking fine. And then there's a lot of other ones. We saw the entire cast of Toy Story in a group. Saw them several times. It was weird.
As zombies do again.
As zombies.
They weren't even zombies. They were just dressed up as a cast of Toy Story.
Oh, I would be the zombie Toy Story characters.
Like a zombie
I'd be
Woody?
the baby head with the
Oh,
rector set.
zombie Woody.
I'll show you a zombie Woody.
What did the hooker, or what did the zombie say to the hooker?
Keep the tip.
Keep the tip, yeah.
We did that last
zombie
week.
Woody, though.
Oh my god. That's cool.
Yeah.
We don't need to... Do you have any other ones?
No, I mean, there wasn't too much. There was a guy that was literally just wearing a Speedo. This is buff dude wearing a Speedo. I'm like, that's a great fucking costume, you asshole. I don't want to look at you in a Speedo.
You asshole.
A lot of crap like that, and just there was some really good costumes. There was this old lady that was dressed up as like an old like ghoul zombie, and it was like really good because she already had the wrinkles going on.
And she was like smashed.
Yeah, she was. It was a dope costume though. We're like, that was pretty good. There were some really good ones. Saw a couple fat Beetlejuices. Saw just a normal Beetlejuice. Saw so many Waldos. It was like it defeated the purpose.
So many Waldos.
We decided that the Waldos weren't here for us to find them. They were here so they could find themselves.
Yeah.
And when they get really drunk, then they ask themselves, where's Waldo? I don't know where I'm at.
And then we're like, where isn't Waldo?
Oh, that's what we should have said. Where is it? Because he was everywhere. Yeah, the first group of people we walked by was a group of like
here, man.
a group of like 8 Waldos. It was pretty ridiculous.
A group of Waldos.
Yeah.
A group of Waldos walking around in their
And
natural
we saw
habitat.
no Carmen Sandiegos.
Well, that's stupid. I don't even remember what Carmen Sandiego looks like.
Where in the world was she?
I've never seen
was just
her.
some
No one
bird in
has.
a red trench coat and a red hat.
Some bird?
Yeah.
Some old bird?
Bird. But bird's a word.
Alright, well that's cool.
I want to dress up as Doctor Strange next year, but I want to do an actual good job with it.
You could be Doctor Strange.
That's my biggest problem.
You
is,
could
I wanna
cosplay as Doctor Strange.
The only problem is I got to get that bit to grow in because I don't want to marker in that weird pencil goatee that he has.
As long as you're not like cutting off your pubes and gluing it to your face, you know.
What are you
Like,
on
you
about?
should be good.
Just use some marker.
Anyway, it is
What
time
the
to
hell?
end.
Why are we ending on that? That's terrible.
We are totally ending on that.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. I was thinking about Jackass. That was funny.
Thank you for listening. If
Dying.
it's your first time, our show is available on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and also YouTube, where we upload gaming videos every now and then. So go subscribe to those. You can follow us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/foolsbanter or on Twitter @foolsbanter. Yeah, please leave us some feedback.
We stream
messages.
some video games on Mixer and occasionally Twitch and stuff.
Yeah,
on
for
occasion.
sure.
And I'm going to be getting a setup to where I can actually start streaming soon. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be trying to do that a lot. So it's going to be a lot more common here soon than it has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kick your water bottle.
Any last words?
Don't
Keith?
grouply...
Groovy? You
No,
feeling
no,
groovy?
no, no, no.
I'm feeling groovy.
You
But
feeling
don't,
groovy?
it's not groovy to
Groovy.
glue
Alright,
your pubes
somebody
to your
tell
face.
us a joke to end us out. Everybody clean your butts.
A grasshopper walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." The grasshopper says, "You have a drink named Steve?"